set the tempo high, Newbee is gonna fall short.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes.
But
Pretty rough. I mean, Fnatic, how do they want to close out this draft is what I'm wondering right now. I mean, you see the Pugna coming. You could be cozy with your lineup going a little bit later because you got the DP, you got the big push power, but I think maybe you want constant aggression.
Terrorblade is still in the pool.
yes, he is.
Dragon Knight is
So
well.
is Medusa.
Oh, they go for the Medusa. Wow. So Fnatic saying, let me show you how it's played.
Let me show you how it's done.
And Envy does get his DP again. I bet on the Medusa.
This could be Newbee's final game here in the course of DreamLeague Season 9.
Could be. Or we could be going to a game 3.
Or we could be going to Game 3. That is the question right now. Who's going to be fourth? Who's going to get left behind?
Well,
What do you think, Pigeon?
we like to see more blood, usually, but I just think Fnatic's going to close this one out quickly in a 2-0.
Yeah?
I actually think Newbee have a really good draft here, and I'm going to back them. I think it's going to be Newbee this.
I like that. We have a 50-50 split.
We got there.
And there's a chance, of course, for that third game. See if Newbee can force that out. It is over to ODPixel and Fog for Game 2.
Thank you very much, TBS. Game 2 now between Newbee and Fnatic. We have seen a bit of a change up with the heroes. This time around it's Fnatic. They want to slot through that 5th pick Medusa. Newbee, they've got the Kaka Shaker, a hero that I was sort of saying, I was like, Shaker really? But as you pointed out, you know, Kaka, if there's someone that's making Shaker work at the moment, it is going to be Kaka.
Yeah, and I think it's also, they want to have something just in case of that, like Phantom Lancer shirt. It was like so devastating that last time. Now they've got all this AoE, they've got this catch lockdown. And it's just a more, I mean, it is a more reliable hero. I do feel like Elder Titan sometimes just fall short. Like sometimes like either you have like an excellent start of the game or you just completely fall off and you don't really do a whole lot because you can't get those perfect splitters.
Well, let's see how it goes down. And I did not swear, DJ. That's a level 3 Dota plus Earth Spirit, boys and girls.
Oh, so he's gonna have some cool chat wheel.
Yeah.
Nice. So I think what they're trying to do here is they're trying to punish the weak supports coming out. That's why I believe that they've got this Nature's Prophet and this Bat Rider. So they want to like look and they're like, okay, Disruptor, Earthshaker, these two heroes are not the strongest in the early lane. They don't really contribute a whole lot. Earthshaker in particular is just really like a walking fissure. So I think they're trying to contest that safe lane a lot and make sure that Universe has a good time. And I mean, it is Pi playing the Nature's Prophet. We've seen this from EG. We've seen even Fnatic doing it a couple of times. They go for that like medallion build and they look to just try to pressure a lot with their TPs and punish the lanes heavily. And I think Newbee, I really think they have to be in a very good position after the laning stage in this game. I think if they actually fall behind too much in this mid game, it's going to be really hard for them to kind of just catch up. Especially versus this Dusa. It does feel like they're going to lack damage. Unless this Lifestealer is massive.
We'll see what sort of lanes we get out on the side lanes. At the moment it looks like nothing too surprising from either side.
Universe has the I'm gonna stay in your face items. Double Mango, Fairy Fire even on top and several regen. Well, DJ has one Tango.
Oh, Pi. Gonna get punched a few times there. Does have
Faith getting stacked up with the stickies up top. DJ tries to get the roll, Mugi tanks it. They're gonna keep that pressure up there.
a lot of damage on Mugi.
Yeah, he's down to 100 HP. He only has one set of tangos too. Look at how confident they're playing.
That's a lot of aggression from Fnatic.
How much regen do they? They do not have a lot of regen on these two heroes up top too. There's only 2 tangos now and 2 on Mugi as well, so 4 total. That's a pretty scary start.
I'm really trying to spook that as you saw dropping the 2 stones. I think they really wanted him to be forced to skill Rage early on, so we didn't have the option to regen up in lane with the Lifestealer or such. But he keeps his cool. You know, Mugi doesn't get spooked. He doesn't put the early point in Rage and knows that would just pretty much destroy his lane, because then he would suffer because of the lack of regen.
Having that feast though actually made him miss 2 last hits under the tower because of that bonus damage. So now mid they're changing the priority. They're like, okay, Faith is not really going to do a whole lot top, so they're just going to try to leave this Bat Rider, or Lifestealer versus Bat Rider in a 1v1. But this is going to be a level advantage a bit on the Bat Rider because of him pulling the lane. We'll see how this one turns out. DJ moves toward mid. Abed still farming just fine versus this Pugna, since, you know, Pugna we've seen a lot of times is you can decrep and secure last hits, but having a hero like Dusa where you have the Mystic Snake, you can always get those last hits when you are decrepified. And right away, they prioritize giving the courier to Mugi up top to deliver that full magic wand.
Pi just harassing KP right out of this bottom lane.
Yeah. Kaka is trying to pull the wave here. We'll get hit up a little bit, trying to break that clarity. Pi, and even pulling the centaurs into it, he will get the bounty rune too, and connect the wave.
Right.
Perfectly done there by Pi.
Yeah, smart moves there.
Yeah.
Making sure that they can keep control of this bottom lane, make sure that Evi can continue to farm. Kaka will be able to make sure that the arcane rune is grabbed for himself. Pi couldn't quite find the range of that fish to deny it. KP will look to try and get involved in some of the creeps.
Oh, he really wanted that centaur. Pi gets it. Kaka is very low too. Can't really contribute too much to help Kaka. Or to
Pi
help KP, sorry.
He's certainly being a nuisance on this Prophet.
Really is.
Just manipulating and controlling the creeps down here.
They did block the pull though on the side of Newbee, making sure that Pi can't actually abuse that and get heavy amounts of levels. But Mugi has completely recovered in the top lane. You see this Lifestealer versus Bat Rider matchup is one of those that we see time and time again. Lifestealer usually can sustain just fine versus Bat. And they even brought him some more tangos to make sure he's got that regen.
Up as the moon, 8 for 3 against the 15 for 6. SCCC doing a good job keeping the pressure onto this Medusa with the Nether Blast spam.
Yeah.
Up top, Mugi.
Got a bit of a battle. They're looking for Faith though.
DJ does find the connection, but Kaka's there with the backup. Look at the quick glimpse to split the Bat Rider away from the Uspirit. DJ turns with a kick, but he's sort of trapped here. Will get surrounded, and Newbee find first blood. Mugi to claim it, now the turn towards Universe. Universe trying to find Faith in return, and will. With the Firefly and the Napalm stacks building up. Universe, he's not only going to go find one, he's going to help them find a second. So they may have given up first blood, but Universe, the backup of Pi, is able to hit back and take 2 for the team of Fnatic.
They're going for Universe now. Faith closes the gap with the Thunderstrike. Universe has the wand charges. We'll be just fine.
This top lane suddenly seeming to be the one with all the action.
DJ using the boulder there, rolling boulder there to try to stack the camp and claim the bounty. He will be successful.
KP is having a very tough time though on this bottom half of the map. He's really struggling to find the farm. He's being forced right back to base.
Pi did a very good job of zoning him, and he's also versus a Death Prophet, so Death Prophet being pure magic damage. You can't really protect yourself versus that one. Universe gets caught by the open wounds.
He is trying for the TP out. Is he going to make it in time? He does, but the glimpse is there to bring him straight back. Universe has to sort of tone back the aggression a little bit. Playing that close to the tower is always a bit of a no-no when you're against a disruptor.
Yep. But they know they don't really have to help Envy bottom. Envy's having an amazing time, as you were mentioning, so they're just looking to put pressure on those side lanes, or on the other side lane.
Going to see Pi come back down here. Play around potentially with KP. As Pi at the moment, he
just wants to make sure to get his own farm.
Yeah. Same level as KP. KP is just having a very difficult time getting in on this bottom lane.
Yeah, Spirit Siphon, very strong versus those strength heroes. SCCC though, we haven't been looking too much at this middle lane. He's been doing great on the Pugna, 29-7 to the 24-6 of the Dusa. Fairly close though, pretty much equal net worth.
Universe will go for this stack. We'll see if Kaka can claim anything from it in return. Does have Faith there as well to harass Universe a bit. Mugi trying to look for the wraparound. DJ is actually going to go for the attempt onto Faith. Does not find the connection though. Will have to keep the distance. Universe did get the majority of the creeps.
Yep. And DJ I think is going to keep prioritizing getting those stacks up on those camps too. So even though Universe, he did die a few times, or die that one time, he will have those stacks to rely on. And now though, the rotation, SCCC, this might catch Fnatic off guard here. The tower does see him for a moment.
They want to dive Universe. Universe.
Got Firefly available in 2 seconds.
See what they can do to play around this. Tries to knock back Mugi a bit with the flame break. They've got the vision for the glimpse, dragging Universe into the clutches of Mugi. Mugi finds the open wounds. They have the Fisher to lock down the Bat Universe. So with the Firefly keeping himself alive, the SCCC will have the damage from range to finish him off. As he comes in with a rotation, has the life drain, and will be able to make sure that they can kill off Universe and now get some pressure onto that top tier 1 tower. This is opening up space for Arbit in the mid lane though to catch back up. And he certainly is doing that, as he will now reach the same CS as that of SCCC. and is able to put a bit of pressure onto the tier 1 mid in return for Newbee taking that tier 1 top. Pi, look for the rotation. He's got a double damage rune on the Nature's Prophet, and he's just slowly but surely right-clicking Kaka out of the lane. He'll send the Treants in. Looks like it won't be quite enough damage to finish him off, as Pi does have to TP away as SCCC comes back into mid to hold on with the defense onto this mid tier 1
They've
tower.
got Glimpse, Abed. They don't have the life turn though, because it was used previously. Abed should be able to distance himself to the tower here.
And look at the
heavy
TPs
TPs coming in.
They will turn if they got any sort of catch from a distance.
They've got Envy.
Wrap around from Envy. Coming in with the siphon onto SCCC. SCCC goes for self-decrepify, trying to keep himself alive. But there's going to be more than enough damage to follow up afterwards.
Wow, I love that rotation by Envy coming in, because he knows he has this free lane bottom. He can freely move around the map. And he's going to be able to use his exorcism to clean down the creep wave bottom. An unexpected rotation. Newbee. Not expecting that at all. But in the meanwhile, Mugi still has this first catapult alive, getting a lot of damage up top here.
If Universe and DJ can do anything about it, they've also got Pi coming in from behind, but Mugi could try for a rage TP. Without the lasso yet on University, he is still level 5. Mugi more than safe enough to do this, as he'll just rage TP out of there, keep himself out of harm's way.
Doesn't even TP to base. TP's to the shrine. They have a smoke available, and SCCC is here as well. They could look for Envy. And they can transition this into a tower very easily with this Pugna. KP has gotten a lot of space to catch back up as well. Has the Arcane Boots if he wants to pick those up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very close game so far.
Looking for the catch onto Envy. Envy, a bit of a tricky place for Newbee to make an attempt. He is by this shrine. It might not be enough to save him. See if they can keep the TP alive, Envy. With the siphon in the shrine, he is going to be okay. And now, Newbee out to back up. Always going to be a bit of an awkward position for Newbee to try and make a play. They'll look towards DJ, but
gets the stun on Kaka.
Smash indeed, the stone hitting the Shaker in the face just at the right time.
I like how active SCCC is being, though, with these constant rotations to pressure the towers to make sure that they can keep this, well, keep a slight, like not really an advantage, but keep the tower equilibrium going. Like we were saying, they have to stay alive in this early game. They can't fall too far behind versus this Dusa lineup. Pi walks directly into Mugi here.
Oh.
Doesn't have the TP available.
There's a Quelling Blade on Mugi as well. So he cuts through the Sprout. Pi's trying to get some body blocking going on with the Treants. Can he manage to do so? It doesn't matter. Mugi's in with the Infest. Claim the life of Pi.
And bottom now, Envy. Getting chased up. Can Faith get the glimpse? No, Envy hides into the trees.
I will see Fnatic try for the smoke play. They have the level 6 on Universe.
Yeah, he has the rift available if he sees this coming for a moment. DP's coming in as well from Pi. They get the silence initially.
And they've got the gap closed. KP surrounded. It almost looked like they might not have needed to use the lasso, but Universe doesn't want to mess around. Make sure that there's no way that any sort of chance or time is bought for the rest of Newbee to react to that as they take down KP and now can put some pressure at their own off the tier 1 top. Same time though, Newbee with SCCC, they're putting the pressure on mid.
Yeah, constantly looking for these towers with the Pugna. They've got the slow on Abed here. They've got the stun as well, blocking this Dusa in, but Mugi will back up while Envy's rotation comes in. I think KP also, when he died, he bought the full hood, so he didn't lose too much gold, but...
That tier 1 tower still kept alive as well up top for now. KP TPing back in, looking to continue to defend. The mass TPs will be threatened here by Newbee to make sure that Universe and Pi back away. Newbee not wanting to give up that tier 1 tower top anytime soon.
Universe, they get the vision, they get the glimpse.
Oh, and they should have this kill for sure. Mugi's there, ready to join in for the glory. And they'll, oh, okay.
Kaka takes it.
I thought they were going to let Mugi take it there. But Kaka was like, no man, I'm a Blink Dagger, come on. I need that money. Proving to be a very close game. Newbee this time around there, they dropped able to get so much more done in these early stages.
Uh-oh, SCCC in a lot of trouble here.
We'll try for the life drain. It's keeping him alive a little bit, but with 4 heroes around him and no one else on Newbee in the neighborhood to provide backup for the Pugna. SCCC will fall.
They were trying to keep this tier 1 alive as long as possible. It's now in deny range. But ideal to at least keep those up when you have a Deuce to line up as long as you can so that you can secure those Ancients. which they do have, I think, only one double stack. Yeah.
Leading the net worth on the Medusa did not suffer too much in lane. So had a strong showing, and him and Envy in good stead at the moment. Same to be said though for Mugi and SCCC, as Newbee playing at a much better pace than they were in game 1.
They have to play at this fast pace though. Like versus Dusa, they have to keep it up. They can't let themselves fall too far behind, and they do have a smoke available. They've got the level 6s on the supports too. DJ will walk right into them.
Oh, surprise, surprise. He does get the silence and the stun off. Kakarot actually popping the Echo Slam, really wanting to hold DJ down with the Fissure as well as the Static Storm. I mean, sure, they'll get him, but look, Fnatic, they're going to try and fight back onto this. They look towards Faith. Faith will fall. Mugi coming to the pit, trying to hunt down Pi.
Envy's here.
And we'll get him. They have lost 2 on Fnatic. Can Envy and Arbet clean up some more? Mugi's falling low. Mugi's dead.
Envy's like, oh, we're in a Roche pit.
Yeah, 2-for-2 trade. Fnatic now in a position to go for Roche. I mean, that was all a little bit awkward there for Newbee at the start. You saw they dropped Echo Slam and Static Storm on a sole DJ Earth Spirit.
They're not killing it very quickly, and Newbee is back with a Pugna, who's very strong at this point in the game. It's 2,000 HP on that Roche.
It is a scary place for both teams, even without those 2 ultimates on Newbee. As you say, Fnatic still know that cannot afford to be caught out around the pit.
This is going to be real awkward for both teams now.
It's going to fall so slowly, and who's going to be able to get the final touch and grab the Aegis?
They don't have Exorcism available. Fnatic's lineup isn't really that strong around this pit right now.
And Universe's Firefly's about to wear off. So they're not going to get in there. Newbee has found it. They've got Roshan, they've got the Aegis. Fissure comes out onto 2. They close the gap. They've got the stone control onto Envy and Arbet. Envy is pretty speedy at the moment. The Thunderstrike is on. It won't be enough to kill him off. Firestorm does come through. It's going to be close, but not close enough. Envy will survive. Roll away from DJ. They're focusing Arbet. Mugi's going to jump himself out of KP. There's the stun coming through for DJ. They're trying to keep Arbet alive. Arbet turns with the hiss. He's got the stick charge. He's back up to full mana.
I think the snake hit everybody. And now they get the pull.
They've got the turnaround. They grab in SCCC. They've claimed his life once. KP actually getting beat down a bit here by the Treants. Mask of Madness is going to be popped by Arbet as he'll force back KP. Turn towards SCCC. They'll get Faith as well. With the snake bounces from Arbet. As Newbee may have got broached, they may have got the Aegis, but they proceeded to lose the team fight there against Fnatic. As Arbet, he was able to survive. His team did an excellent job of keeping him alive there. The sort of multi-hero stuns and silences from DJ just made it so that Newbee couldn't quite finish off the Dusa.
It was the multi-hero stuns and then the snake. I think that snake actually bounced to 3 or 4 heroes.
It looked like he went full of mana.
He also had 17 wand charges, so completely heals up.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And what was looking like a good situation for Newbee has now turned around heavily. Dusa has fully claimed that net worth lead with Envy.
Bit of a hunt down bottom for Pi. Does have SCCC with him as well.
Man, so much of this is really because of that play from DJ, right? Walking to those 2 supports, forcing those ultis.
Yep.
Because of all this chase, they didn't have ulti from Disruptor. They didn't have ulti from Shaker too, so they were limited a bit too. Sure, they were able to get the Roche, but the chase afterwards was definitely awkward. Now Fnatic in a pretty comfortable spot. Only a 2k lead, but with their heroes, it's pretty significant versus the Newbee early game draft.
If you're not killing the Dusa at this stage, you've got to sort of ask yourself, is it actually going to get any easier? The heroes they have necessarily is.
Almost have Blink Dagger on Kaka though. He's still very farmed on this Shaker. But Universe as well on the other side almost has Blink, and keeps pinging out KP like he wants to go for something here. KP has the Rift, gonna be forced to just use it.
Bottom lane as well, Envy. We'll look towards Kaku, who tries for the TP out, but DJ closes the gap.
DJ always in the right place at the right time.
Mid
but they do
lane though.
find Abed with that glimpse.
That's the big one. Taking Arbet down and now sweeping across for more Newbee.
They see Envy with the ward. Envy's just walking directly into them. Newbee a bit afraid now because they have that vision. They will back away.
That massive pick off though. They're killing off Arbet. As you say, much just grabbing him mid, getting him that static storm and allowing Mugi to sort of go to work on the Lifestealer. as Abed was all on his own there.
Yeah, if they isolate Abed at this point in the game, they can kill him. But if there's backup, it's definitely got to be a big problem for them to kill that Dusa. Now the smoke is coming out. Universe has the blink ready, looking for a pick-off. They've also got Exorcism, so they could transition it into this bottom tower since it's already pushing in from Pi. Oh, are they going to find Kaka again? Kaka's been so close to this blink dagger.
Oh, poor old Kaka.
He gets spotted by the Treant. Oh no, Kaka.
Oh no. Poor lad. I mean, DJ does miss his first 2 spots, but it doesn't matter. It's an easy kill for heroes on Fnatic.
They saved the lasso, so they can actually look for a further pick-off out into this tower.
Let that man get his blink. Come
Poor
on,
Kaka.
have some mercy.
You rock, says DJ. The TP reaction's coming in. They have a lot of ways to hold this tower with this Underlord here on the side of Newbee. Ghosts were not committed just yet either. And Fnatic will start getting pushed away from this, but Pi commits pretty far up. He's gonna die.
Yep, they dropped the Static Storm onto the Nature's Prophet. No TP out available for Pi.
He stepped really far up. His whole team was already starting to retreat. I think that may have been a little bit of miscommunication there. But it's Pi. You know, he tanks those games.
He tanks it. The space was there for the rest of Fnatic to get out. DJ and Universe actually hiding down in the tree's bottom, maybe seeing if someone pushes forward. And if the opportunity is there to go for a play with the lasso, they do have the lasso, they got the magnetize.
Mugi's pretty tanky though, especially with Armlet and the Sage.
They're considering it, you can tell. They're like, can we do this? I think as you say, it's out of all the heroes on the map, that is the one that they can't really just go. I mean, would they try it?
I think they probably need one more. They're gonna try for it though here.
See what they can do. They need perfect control from DJ. The silence into the boulder smash. It's a lot, but it's not enough. They have to get out. Universe will. DJ may be in trouble though if KP finds the route. He does. They are going to attempt for the TP out. DJ, do they have a means to cancel it? They don't. DJ will get out.
Envy's in.
He's trying for this.
He's pretty strong right now.
I mean, I guess so. But the open wounds comes through. Envy just at the start. He's buying time, Envy here.
Rotations are coming.
Go through the Echo Stamps, drop down on Envy. Envy will fall. Now, can Fnatic actually do anything with this? Pi in a bit of an awkward situation as he gets trapped to the kinetic field. Build down with the Sprout onto Kaka. Defensive Crepify comes through from SCCC. Kaka backs off. Universe closes them down. They will find Kaka.
They're continuing the chase too with the Dark Rift now though.
It should be enough to take these 2 out of there. I don't see them killing either of those before they're out, and they won't.
That was...
So, I mean, they got Kaka. You could sort of see Envy's intentions there, but it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was a bit over-aggressive, for sure.
And it does not end up paying off for Fnatic. They lose that DP.
And they find the glimpse now on Abed.
Abed needs help. They got it. He is pretty beefy on this Medusa. We'll be able to walk it off, but Pi won't be as fortunate. Pi's going to die.
They're continuing the chase now,
They've got the trap again. The kinetic field's going to hold Abed in place with the Firestorm adding up.
He's dead.
They've got it. Oh, a bit of the Envy magic working in favor of Newbee there, as it would seem.
Very costly mistakes coming out there. Abed was in a great position in the farm, but now Mugi's pretty much caught up. Full SNY now finished on this Lifestealer, as well as SCCC about to have Aghanims finished on this Pugna.
Quite the momentum shift. Still obviously very close, as it's less than a 1k lead that Newbee have. Finding some action for sure. Pi. Ward out. We'll start cleaning up some of these camps here as well with the Treants. SCCC pushing in bottom. Moving around the Roshan pit. So he was able to get their hands on it next time, as we saw last time. It was a little bit of a mess between the 2 teams. Roche. Newbee taking good control of the...
Pi might get a career snipe. Oh, they get the armor off before the second hit. But one more hit.
He's found it.
That's the 3 components of the Aghanims for the Pugna. Pi will more than likely pay with his life, but well worth it here.
I mean, he might get out from this spot. Oh, he's not getting out. They got him. But that is an absolute worth, as you say. Knocking back that Aghanims for a...
And bottom now. These 2 heroes are isolated. Universe is looking for SCCC too.
The Fisher out. Silence again, meaning he can't go straight for the Rift. He's going to go for the TP, won't make it. Envy's there with the Yules. Has the control for KP. SCCC trying to keep himself alive for the life drain, but it won't be enough. SCCC will fall as well as KP. Fnatic get the 2 kills off the back of the defense.
And this is all because of that rotation, right? Because Pi snipes the courier, he forces 2 people to TP to kill him. After that, they get isolated bottom, and Fnatic gets huge pickoffs. Pi. Big moves coming out.
Same time up top as well, Pi. Did die, but he's back in the game. He's putting pressure onto that top lane. Keeping the waves shoved fully in.
Yeah, he's going for that Meteor Hammer build too. He's going to be able to constantly push in those side lanes with this, as well as threaten some towers. Going for that defensive 4-step as we saw previously. Just be able to protect the... I think that 4-step is mostly just like protecting Abed. Sure, he can like help himself, but for the most part, it's going to be like just getting Abed away from that lifestealer and away from that Pugna. Blink. Of course, on the Earthshaker, they're looking for some type of infest play. Abed. Gonna walk into. He's actually popped the Mask of Bandits as well.
Oh, he has, and they know straight in. They'll absolutely blow
He didn't
that
have mana
Medusa
shield.
up.
Yeah, he didn't have mana shield on there.
Oh, we've seen people make that mistake before, and it's the costly one to make.
It's more than likely dead there anyway.
Ah, sure.
But, yeah. They're moving their way into the Roche Pit. With Firestorm, they can actually kill this at a pretty decent pace.
And they've got this. No Medusa, Fnatic.
They're looking to try to contest
I mean,
this.
maybe they can go for a steal with the bat.
They've got vision of the high ground, and there's no Firefly available for 15.
It's going to be difficult.
Pi
They've
dies
just
right
lost
away.
Pi.
Dire's bottom tower.
They see Universe, they're keeping tabs on him with Faith, but DJ
Oh,
comes
he's
in.
going to roll in. It's a little early, though. He's just going to fall. Tried to time it, but the timing wasn't there. Newbee get the kills. They get the Roshan. They've grabbed the Aegis. And now Universe, he's in trouble as well. Fisher and Blast come out. Universe will fall. Just not the timing there that they needed around the pit. Just a little bit off there from Fnatic. They're coming a little too early. Newbee do a great job of controlling the area. And it's impossible for Fnatic to make the play.
Very costly mistakes coming in, though. They get the Aegis, they get the cheese now for Newbee, as you mentioned. But Fnatic giving up some crucial deaths here.
Look at this from Abed as well. Because of the pressure, he's going from Mask of Madness, Hurricane Pike into BKB on the Medusa. At least that's what he's got queued up at the moment. He did have the Skadi there before, but seems to just be super worried about Newbee's lineup, and understandably so. I mean, it is pretty much all magic, just the lifesteal he has to worry about getting his hands on, but he's got the Stone Gaze to help him with that one. So the BKB will make him feel pretty invincible for those few seconds in the fight.
Yeah. Envy's about to... Envy actually has the BKB too on these Death Prophet, also level 17. Envy's still very high level, with only that one death that he had down bottom. Abed with 3.
Pi just continues to do his best to shove out the side lanes as much as possible. As that Meteor Hammer does close in, 400 gold, and he'll have it.
During all this, though, they've got, like... This was actually previously placed like a couple minutes ago, but they got that deep base ward, so they are looking to continue this aggression. And they get the scan off on Abed. Got this infest ready.
And Kaka with the Echo Slam available again in 10 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower.
They see Universe as well toward top. And they see Abed in the base with that deep ward. They might be able to just catch him off guard here. They're smoked on the creep wave. Abed, I don't think he's going to expect this at all.
Oh, look at this. Straight in and on top of the Medusa. Into the base. They'll take him out. No holding back from Newbee there.
Wards win you games. Universe TP's directly into the front of them there. Gets the last though, the follow-up from DJ.
Is he going to be enough? Look at the BKB on Envy. They are managing to bring Mugi down very, very low with the Spirit Summon. But KP, he's looking to take them out. And he's going to be able to do so. Don't know. Faithful fall. But he is able to protect Mugi's Aegis. Getting the Lifestealer out of there. They have managed to keep that Aegis intact. That was the ghost used from Envy for that defense. So Newbee still going to be very happy with the state of this game.
Definitely. They've gotten back-to-back pickoffs on this Medusa. Now Envy, pretty far up. They're pinging him out. Pushing in the side lanes with both the Pugna and the Underlord.
Yes.
And KP's, he's completely recovered with all these constant fights that's happening. Has the pipe finished up from earlier, and almost a Crimson Guard too to negate a lot of that damage from Fnatic.
It's a very close on this one. 26 minutes.
And there's no exorcism. It looks like Newbee might want to actually just go for this push here in the mid lane.
CCC's hunting. No, someone's around. I don't know, I didn't quite see that. The vision, it looked like he was in a position to do so, but I mean, he obviously didn't see Pi there.
Magnetize in 20. Lasso is available. And there's no exorcism for 50. Fnatic, can they hold this?
CCC just topping Mugi up. Slowly but surely whittling through this tier 3 tower. And they've got it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Pi going for another courier sniper. We'll find it.
Ooh, that was the AC recipe. So that's the assault crash going for a bit. I mean, Pi, he'll give his life up for this one. DJ just come in with a 4-man stun and silence. Tries to roll out as well. DJ will survive for now. They're going to try and take this fight here, Fnatic. Abed goes for the stone gaze. Will proc it onto a couple of them. The static storm's down onto the Medusa. Mugi actually still alive. He's not even going to need to use the Aegis.
And Abed's dead. Kaka whiffs the echo.
They've got the buyback coming out from Abed. He knows that they've got to do the best. This fight is looking incredibly bad for Fnatic. And they do anything to hold this one. Universe in trouble. Gets rooted. Mugi turning towards his next target.
Ghost Star available in 3 seconds. That's when Fnatic can make a real defense here. But the racks,
they're falling. And there seems to be nothing that Fnatic can do to keep them off Abed. It's Decrep, live train as well, beating into him. Envy's going to come forward. They go for the play as well. DJ with a 3-man stun and silence, but
Envy's
Envy
dropping low.
being focused, pops the Yule Step, but KP's still alive now. They've got the dust. Can they finish off KP? Jump forward for DJ's looking for the Underlord, and they'll find it, but DJ pays with his life. They've lost DJ. Abed trying to get himself back up to the high ground. Gets
they glimpse him
back down. They've got the control. Abed will fall. That's the dieback. He's gone for 80 seconds. Envy will fall as well. SCCC cleaning up with the SUCCC. Triple kill. As this Pugner just drains them all.
This Aghanims is putting in so much work in the fights. This Khan's able to do so much damage. And Fnatic is getting caught off guard by Newbee's aggression with this Aegis and this cheese. They were able to breach.
Shrine is under attack.
7k lead now for Newbee. Things getting a little out of hand for Fnatic.
Abed having an incredibly rough game. And look at this, they get the glimpse. They're looking for Universe, forced to pop the BKB.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
And these base wards just being massive for Newbee, just constantly being able to see Fnatic in their base split up, etc. Getting all the perfect movements for them. Now full Lincolns for SDCC, and they're getting a lot of luxury items. 8k gold lead now for themselves in a great spot in this game.
It's going to be one of those games where Abed is going to be forced in a bit of a similar situation as SDCC was in game 1 on his Medusa. Can Abed really hold it off to the same state that SDCC was able to do in game 1? He's got a long way to go. He's falling behind in farm.
4 times in a row, I think, right? He's getting picked off constantly by Newbee.
He just doesn't have the items.
Desperate for the BKB versus this Pugna.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what Newbee needs to do with their draft. Stay aggressive. They don't want this game to go too late versus this Dusa, but they have shut down the Dusa quite a lot right now where they might be at an advantage where they can actually deal with her. If it does get to that late stage. Desperate for that BKB.
Courier backup AC is into the hands of Mugi.
Hi. They seem to know that he's in the area here.
Get out of there.
Don't know he's on the high ground just yet. Now Mugi pings it out. It's all about that space, and Fnatic just constantly pushing in those side lanes to make sure that Newbee can't hit their base again until they have their Dusa online. It's going to take a lot of time, though.
Oh, in the jungle of Newbee, they're getting close to one another. And they find that catch. They have KP on the front. Fnatic will not want to jump in at the moment onto this Underlord. Too much of a risky position to be. Envy. TP down to the shrine. Over is half of the map. It's all about how Fnatic kick the fights off us. We have seen, DJ's been getting some excellent angles for the multi-man smashes and pulls. But it's just not been quite enough because Abed, at this stage of the game, he's not a threat. He hasn't got any sort of right click.
Really needs that BKB just to be able to survive.
Yeah.
And I think this like I was saying, like we were talking about, is Fnatic, they just need to keep these side lanes heavily pushed out so that Newbee cannot reach the base again. But Newbee, they're grouping up. But look at Pi, constantly cutting those waves. Kaka will come in with the infest.
Oh, and he's gone.
See ya.
The forest.
Easy money towards the nullifier for Mugi. Another tower as well. That'll help pump him up towards that relic.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
Newbee starting to make all the plays this game. As a few costly mistakes from Fnatic.
Envy forced to BKB. TP is not up just yet, though. He will distance himself away. But Mugi has a DD rune, and Faith is on the prowl. He is looking to catch somebody up here. They know that there's no BKB on Envy.
And they're looking towards KP. It's not an easy target, though, with the Pipe and Crimson Guard. It takes some time to bring down, at least time enough for the rest of Newbee to come in.
They're wrapping behind. They're all smoked up.
And Fnatic are aware as well. They just TP straight out that top lane.
They have to get their lanes in better positions because Pi was dead. He's not able to do that split push. So Pi will TP toward mid, try to cut the wave. Just constantly trying to delay the game for Abed become a real threat.
CCC got his eyes on Uni. I'll give a bit of a play around here onto the old Batrider. Universe will be fine. Pretty beefy with the BKB and the drums. Actually round in the jungle. Look who they found. They found Abed. Only the two of them this time round, so not enough even with the Static Storm to find Abed. Abed will be able to outlive the attempt from the two supports.
Yeah, Mugi had gone for Envy in the other backlines. Level 20 has been claimed for Abed, so that mana as well as the BKB 2 finished. So a lot tankier, and we're just gonna keep watching Pi cutting the waves. Trying to make that space.
It's proven to be a little bit of a nuisance for Newbee to deal with. They do sort of keep reacting with multiple heroes. This time around, though, they'll turn the majority of their attention towards the pit. Roshan is up.
Fnatic looking to take a fight here.
They're on their way.
Kaka looking for Pi. They even commit the bots from SDCC.
SDCC's got it though, so Fnatic know there's a few less numbers in the pit. This is Pi making space, because Fnatic, they're going to move in straight away into the Roshan pit, go for an attempt onto this fight here. Abed, DJ Envy focusing KP, and they'll find him. KP, is he going to fall? He does. They look towards Faith. Faith, he's going to drop as well. Fnatic take 2 kills around the pit.
And they're in the Roche pit. The Roche is
They
pretty
are.
low.
Pi buys back. This was all part of the plan from Fnatic. Pi just drawing the attention away from the pit, making a reaction come out from Newbee towards top. It's going to grant Fnatic the fight around the Roshan. They get the Aegis.
And they're going to get Kaka
They
too.
are. Kaka pots the Echo Slam, but for what? He dies. Jump forward from DJ. Fnatic, they're looking to chase down more. Universe, with this haste rune, keeping the gap closed. Jumps forward onto SCCC. DJ finds the angle. He's got the boulder smash, cancelling the TP. Mugi will get out, but SCCC will not be as fortunate.
And they're looking to go for the base themselves. They pop the refresher shard right away. Envy's got Exorcism here.
He's got the cheese as well. They're not stopping this. That play.
Pi is killing in this game. Honestly, he is super MVP right now for me. Even though he's got 11 deaths, Fnatic now, they're punching at the high ground. They force buybacks from Newbee when they have such a deficit.
There's 3 heroes dead still for Newbee for a few seconds that do not have buyback as well. Mugi's going to try and open up onto Abed. He's got the backup as well from SCCC, giving him the life drain here. The Ghost doing a significant amount of damage to the tier 3 tower. They will get the glimpse back onto Abed. Abed surrounded. He does have the Aegis and BKB available. Trying to bite down upon him. Stun comes out from TJ. Jump forward here. Mugi gets the rage up, but they have the lasso. They hold down Mugi. They're punching into him with the right clicks. He's been controlled up. Mugi
Can he get the
hit by the meteor hammer. He's trying to get out, but he can't. The life train's not enough to keep him alive. They've lost Mugi on the life stealer. They'll take the Aegis out of the hands of Abed. DJ jumping forward, was looking for the magnetize, finds the boulder smash onto 3. Abed sending the snake forward. Envy trying to close the gap. They'll force out the buyback from Mugi. Mugi looking to re-enter the fray. They've got to find big kills out of this Newbee. KP heading forward, making a beeline straight away for Abed, but Abed, he goes for the stone gaze, goes for the TP out. The glimpse is there though. They'll cancel the TP of Abed, hold him back, but Abed, he's just going to turn and start right-clicking into them. SCCC trying to go for the kill with the life drain. He's bringing this Deuce down low. Kaka jumps in, has got the control. They'll finish off Abed.
But what a turnaround. Look at the gold swing. Look at the experience swing. All because of Pi. Because Pi drags the attention from them during all this, and Fnatic make the smart decision of taking the fight around the Roche pit with those numbers. They forced so many reactions coming out from Newbee.
I mean, they really did. It was... I mean, SCCC is as perfect as he's been playing for the most part. It was him that he botsed up there. You know, the Kaka had eyes on Pi. SCCC felt the need to leave the pit and go towards that top lane play, and that meant that they didn't have the Pugna, but their strongest hero around the pit. at that attempt. And because SCCC wasn't with his buddies, they just couldn't hold it. And things, sure, overall, Newbee, they still maintain the lead.
But what
That was a little bit wonky there.
Yeah. They're definitely feeling a bit under the pressure now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
25 seconds till Abed.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Still Newbee in a pretty okay spot, but they don't want this game to drag on too far, as we keep mentioning. Versus this Dusa, it'd be quite a problem.
And of course, it's also the Warriors as well now with those buybacks on cooldown. You know, if they lose Mugi, it's going to be pretty deadly. They do get the vision onto Pi. They'll glimpse him back in. Pi is going to get forced back, but he'll still fall. Mugi chases forward, and that's Pi down for 70 seconds. He, as well, did buy back for that last bit of a play around the pit. That will mean, at least for a minute, Newbee don't have to worry too much about their side lanes getting shoved in too far against them. Finding Nullifier now complete for Mugi. Anyone that he's able to get himself on top of during his rage will surely die.
Yeah, and purge off that Yules of the Death Prophet too. Can they get out of this though? Still a bit afraid going toward the high ground when they're playing versus a Bat Rider.
I'll take that.
What a crazy series of events. But 8k lead still for Newbee, 10k experience.
They still have the advantage. Abed still needs more time for his producer to be that scary, as we saw in that fight. He was able to sort of find the positioning to punch back with the BKB and such, but he just still, the damage isn't there. He needs that sort of major item on top of everything that he has so far. The Skadi is going to be what he queues up first.
And Pi just continuing to just buy as much time as possible for his team, cutting creep waves constantly, using that Wrath of Nature as well to push the waves out. Fnatic, they're looking for a play here. They've got ward vision of Newbee. Newbee will spot that ward now though. Kaka has the gem. And Fnatic make it there in time. Looks like Newbee's aware of this.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan, they know that they're close, Fnatic. Universe leading the charge, but as you say, Newbee, they're playing very defensively.
Yeah, they've counter-smoked as well.
They've got this ward around here as well. If the fight kicks off, Newbee will have the vision advantage.
They just saw the Crypt Swarm as well from Envy, and now smoke is done. They have high, they have ward vision.
Oh, they're going to jump on Abed straight away with another fire. They'll get forced out to the side. Static Storm is down, but he's in a lot of trouble, Abed. He is going to fall, or maybe not get the BKB. The Stone Gaze off. Are they actually able to turn this up? It's still alive for now. DJ rolls forward. They've got the silence out from the Earth Spirit and from the Death Prophet. Envy being focused now by Mugi will get the Nullifier out upon him. They're looking to finish off Envy, and they will. They'll claim the life of the Death Prophet. Abed somehow still alive for now on the side of it. He's trying to hide in the tree line, but they will find him. Faith gets the kill. Newbee, they found 3. Universe as well, getting cut off by Kaka. Does he have the control and damage to get this kill though? Universe pretty
They've ripped him in.
like they can, and indeed Newbee, they know with this instant movement to the mid lane, Fnatic are going to struggle to deal with it. There's no buyback on Eternal Envy, no buyback on TJ. Abed will buy himself back into the game, but without a BKB charge and without a Stone Gaze, there's not a whole world that he can do against this push from Newbee. With his quick heads up rift to the middle, Newbee, they're just going to look to close up the game here, and with 2 dead, very little chance of Fnatic holding. They'll try with the fortification. Universe though just gets instantly focused. Nullifier there. They'll turn their attentions back towards the ancient buyback from Universe. Can they really push Newbee away? Newbee is still pretty much at full HP. Flame break. Bishop from Kaka. Universe jumps forward. He has got the lasso.
The throne's dying though.
It really is. As Newbee will just focus on the objective. The smash comes out. It's not enough. They can't hold them back. Newbee will find the ancient and will push us to a game 3.
Man, Pi put an unbelievable amount of work in this game, but Newbee overall with the aggression, finding those key pickoffs over and over again on the Deuce in that early game.